Get ready for the biggest match of the season as Bruno Fernandes leads Manchester United into the Europa League final. In this video, we dive into how Bruno's leadership and vision are shaping the team's journey. Don't miss out on this comprehensive preview of what's to come in the final. Subscribe for more Manchester United updates. Bruno Fernandes, Man Utd's visionary leader. Fernandes has been United's shining light in a desperate season. Now he has one more task to drag them over the line in the Europa League final. Bruno Fernandes has been Manchester United's shining light in a desperate season. Now he has one more task to drag them over the line in the Europa League final. United's captain was last week named the Fans' Player of the Year for a record-equaling fourth time, pulling level with Cristiano Ronaldo and David De Gea. He also scooped the Players' Player of the Year award for the first time in his United career, which now spans 5.5 years. In truth, there were not any candidates for the awards at Old Trafford, especially as exciting winger Amad Diallo missed a chunk of the campaign with an injury. United will finish in their lowest league position since they were relegated in 1974 after plumbing scarcely believable depths for a club that dominated the first 2 decades of the Premier League. But Fernandes has the chance to lead the team to Europa League glory in Bilbao Wednesday against fellow Premier League strugglers Tottenham Hotspur. That would be his third trophy in the past 3 seasons following a League Cup win and an FA Cup triumph, both of which took place under former manager Erik ten Hag. Fernandes, despite United's struggles, continues to return remarkable figures week after week. He has racked up 38 goal involvements, 19 goals, and 19 assists across 55 games this season, his second-best season tally since being brought to Old Trafford by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The midfielder says he pushes himself hard to maintain his standards. "I just put my expectations always higher than whatever people expect from me. So every season I put new targets on myself. I put new things that I want to improve, to get better, to do better," he told TNT Sports. "Obviously next level this club is winning trophies, and this is what I want the most." The former Sporting Lisbon player has shown a particular liking for Europe this season. He is the joint top scorer in the Europa League, with 7 goals, and has been a pivotal figure during the knockout rounds, scoring a last 16 hat-trick at Old Trafford to see off Real Sociedad and a double against Athletic Bilbao in the semi-final first leg. Few doubt the extent of his talents, his rare vision, and ability to find an opponent. But his leadership of the club has attracted criticism, even among former players. Former United midfielder Paul Scholes has previously criticized Fernandes's petulance, while former captain Roy Keane earlier this year branded him not. Man Utd's Patrick Dorgu explains how unusual middle name will inspire him in Europa League final. The Manchester United defender was Ruben Amorim's first signing for the club when he joined in January, and he is hoping to repay the manager's faith in the Bilbao final. Patrick Dorgu's middle name is China Zekper, which translates as God answers prayers. And the Manchester United defender is putting his faith in helping Manchester United beat Tottenham in the Europa League final on Wednesday night to deliver a place in the Champions League. Dorgu, the Copenhagen-born wingback of Nigerian heritage, inherited his strong religious beliefs from his parents. He explained, "My family are religious, and the reason they gave me my middle name was because of the meaning behind it. They told me at a young age what it meant. It comes from my Igbo heritage. My family's culture is something I learned about. I believe in God, and I am always praying. I hope we win the final. It's what I am praying for." Dorgu, 20, came through the academy at Nordjylland before moving to Italian club Lecce. He became Ruben Amorim's first United signing when he arrived at Old Trafford for £25 million during the winter transfer window after the club scouts suggested he was the perfect fit for the Portuguese's tactical preference. Dorgu said, "My thinking was that I was moving to one of the biggest teams in the world, big names, big players, so for me at the age of just 20, it would be better for me to progress and develop my talent. It would mean a lot to me, and to the club, and the players to win the Europa League. We're not angry, but we are disappointed about this season. I'm getting better game by game, getting more confident, so I hope I can improve even more in the last 3 games of this season and in the seasons to come. Obviously, I came there in a difficult moment for the team, so I knew that nothing was going to be easy for me. It is all about working hard, looking forward, believing in the coach and the players, and to improve my game. It has been difficult, but I think there will be a lot of good years coming up, so we just need to stay focused and win the final. Spurs are a dangerous opponent. They have beaten us 3 times already this season, so we can't think it will be easy. They have beaten us twice in the league and once in the Carabao Cup, so it will be a tough game even though both teams haven't been playing well. Yoro, Martinez, Zirkzee Man United injury news and return dates before Europa League final. Manchester United will face Tottenham in Bilbao with European silverware and a spot in next season's Champions League up for grabs. Manchester United are preparing for their biggest game in years as they face Tottenham in the Europa League final on Wednesday. European silverware is enough of an incentive for both clubs, but, perhaps more importantly, the winner will also secure a spot in next season's Champions League. Both sides have been awful this season, but a win on Wednesday would at least offer hope heading into next season. The 2 teams have injury issues to contend with ahead of the final, and so with just a few days to go until the huge clash, here's the latest on the United injury front. Dalot suffered a muscle injury in the 1-0 defeat to Wolves at Old Trafford on Easter Sunday. United head coach Ruben Amorim confirmed his fellow countryman would miss the next block of games, but he refused to rule him out for the remainder of the season. On Wednesday, Dalot was spotted doing an individual training session at Carrington before the main group session took place. Amorim said, "Dalot is trying really bad. I don't want to risk Dalot. When you start getting one injury, a second injury is a big thing. We cannot have these kind of problems in our squad. He's working really hard to get in the final." Making his first start since recovering from a previous injury, De Ligt was forced off 35 minutes into United's 4-3 defeat to Brentford with a knee issue. Absent from training again on Wednesday morning, Amorim has confirmed De Ligt is in a race against time to be fit for the clash with Spurs. "I don't know if they're going to be available. We'll try to push. It's a final. All the players want to play really bad," said the United boss. Yoro was forced off in the second half of the defeat to West Ham United last weekend with a foot problem. He went down clutching his left foot and was substituted. He was later spotted limping out of Old Trafford. He was not involved in Wednesday morning's open training session, instead doing fitness work in the gym. Evans trained on Wednesday morning, but he was not part of the squad that traveled for the clash with Chelsea on Friday night. The experienced center-back last played for United when he came off the bench to score in their 4-3 defeat to Spurs in December. Martinez is a long-term absentee after rupturing his ACL in United's 2-0 defeat to Crystal Palace at Old Trafford at the start of February. He soon underwent successful surgery and is well underway with his recovery. United have not put a specific timeframe on how long he will be out for, but he will not feature again this season. ACL injuries usually take around 6 months to fully recover from. Zirkzee was forced off with a hamstring injury in United's 4-1 defeat to Newcastle United last month. Joshua is out for the season, so he's not going to play. After Manchester United failed to win any of their opening 3 matches in the Europa League this season, few would have banked on them reaching the final in Bilbao. Despite taking the lead in all of their opening 3 league phase outings, United amassed a paltry 3 points from a possible 9, drawing with FC 20, 1-1, FC Porto, 3-3, and Fenerbahce, 1-1. The stalemate with Fenerbahce in Istanbul left United 21st in the league phase table. It also left Erik ten Hag clinging on to his job. Alongside making an underwhelming start to their Europa League campaign, United experienced a difficult start to their Premier League season. They won just 3 of their opening 9 matches, leaving them 14th in the table. United's 9th game of their league campaign saw them beaten 2-1 by West Ham United at the London Stadium, just 3 days after they were pegged back by Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. That defeat to the Hammers, which was United's 4th in their opening 9 league games, marked the end of the road for Ten Hag, who was dismissed the following day, just months after Ineos decided to keep him. United, almost as soon as Ten Hag had cleared his office, were on the phone to Sporting Lisbon and attempting to convince Ruben Amorim to replace him. Despite the Portuguese chief being hesitant about moving to Old Trafford mid-season, United got their man, appointing him just 4 days after Ten Hag had been dismissed. As part of the agreement, Amorim stayed at Sporting until the November international break, meaning Ruud van Nistelrooy was placed in temporary charge.